Good morning, good morning, good morning, and wake up, wake up, wake up. It's your boy Vincent E. Gray with Be Invincible. I have your morning motivational snackable on today. But before we jump into our conversation, I think you all know what I'm about to say. Go get your pen, go get your notebook, open up your note apps. I don't have good game today. I don't have good, delicious game today. I have some life or death game today. Years ago, I used to teach in this school in Chicago, and I would tell the students every day before we started, I would always say, don't let short-term pleasure get in the way of your long-term fulfillment. You may want to write that down because that's life or death. Don't let short-term pleasure get in the way of your long-term fulfillment. I received a phone call yesterday from one of my students. Probably he graduated 6 years ago. This young man, he was valedictorian. I mean, phenomenal student, 4.0 all throughout high school. And I received the phone call. And there's three type of phone calls you receive. Number one, it's a gimme call. You know what the gimme call is. Can you give me something? The second phone call that I like to take, I don't like taking gimme calls, but the second phone call is what I call the PPP phone call. That's not the PPP loan, it's the PPP phone call. And the PPP phone call it's a phone call that's positive, it's purposeful, and it's productive. But I received the third phone call. But the third phone call, I don't even like these calls. It's when they say you have a collect call from. And you know when you say you have a collect phone call from, and then they turn around and say from the correctional center, they're calling from jail. They probably didn't make no good decisions. I don't know what happened. But the young man, he said, Mr. Gray, and I was like, oh man, I said, good to hear from you. I said, what are you doing there? What you doing there? I said, you're a 4.0 student. What are you doing there? He said, Mr. Gray, the reason why I'm here is because I was stealing cars out there. And I called you because I kept thinking about what you said. You said, if you can steal a car, you can sell a car. And if you can sell a car, you can make a car. You said, Mr. Gray, those who steal cars get incarcerated. Those who sell cars become consultants. I said, but you had a 4.0. He said, I know I made some bad decisions. You taught me, Mr. Gray, two things, and I messed up. I said, what did I teach you? You taught me, Mr. Gray, don't throw in the towel, throw in my excuses and fight for the life I deserve. I stopped fighting. It was too much. The scholarship, it was just too much, Mr. Gray, and I started connecting with the wrong people. You taught me, Mr. Gray, it's easy to be yourself. It's hard to be who other people want you to be. Don't ever let them put you in that position. I started acting like my environment because you said your environment determine your development. I'm like, cool. All right, man. All right, we can get past that. What you calling for? What do I need to send you? He said, I don't want your money, Mr. Gray. I want your wisdom. I said, ooh. I said, you matured already. He said, I want your wisdom. He said, my mom don't have the money. He said, Mr. Gray, I'm locked up. I said, number one, stop right there. You're not locked up. You're leveling up. You're not locked up. Dr. King, when he was incarcerated, he said, give me a pen and give me a paper. And he wrote the Birmingham Ladder. He was not locked up. He was leveling up. Malcolm X, he read the entire dictionary 4 times. He wasn't locked up. He was leveling up. And I said, I want you to know 2 things. I have to give you 2 things because on the phone it said you only have 2 minutes left. And this is what I told him. I said, number 1, you're not locked up. You're leveling up. I said, number 2, I want you to understand this. The size of your problem does not determine the size of your dream. The size of your dream determines the size of your problem because your excuses must never become bigger than your dreams. You are a flawed diamond, and a flawed diamond is more valuable than a perfect brick. He said, Mr. Gray, I needed that. You're not locked up. You're leveling up. And I want you to know one last thing, that you are the key that sets yourself free. And then all of a sudden, the phone call went out. Why am I talking to you about this? I know I'm going over my time. I want you to know some of you are locked up. You locked up in your mind. You locked up in your emotions. And I want you to know one thing, that you may be flawed, but you're still a diamond. And not only are you a flawed diamond, you're a phenomenal person. I want you to know that you are the key that will set yourself free. That's all I have for today. And I want you to know that the size of your problems do not determine the size of your dreams. And never let your short-term pleasure take the place of your long-term fulfillment. I want you to be great. I want you to be phenomenal, because today is a non-refundable day. So don't enjoy your day. Make sure that your day enjoy you. My name is Vincent E. Gray from Be Invincible. Never let what your eyes see determine what your heart believes. As always, don't enjoy your day. Make sure your day enjoy you. I will see you tomorrow morning. Be great today, because it's a non-refundable day.